Hey there everybody, Kopika here. Welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts Re.Chain of Memories. In the last episode, we managed to go ahead and defeat Larxene of the organization. And then we managed to go ahead and do a little bit of Neverland, but we kind of kept going in and out, in and out, in and out. So we managed to get the key reward cards for like almost all the worlds except for Monstro. So let's actually end up checking out what we actually gotten during our levels. We are now at level 30 because the thing is that trying to get the key rewards kind of took a bit because they didn't want to drop. But we managed to get, let's see, we managed to get the Metal Chocobo from Olympus. And then we kind of learned some other skills here, which are essentially moves that we're not going to really use, like Warp, Synchro, or Bind. The other move is Water Splash, which, like I said, we're not going to really utilize. But that's really about it. At level 27, I think it was, or 28, I don't know, you end up learning Sonic Blade, which is going to be your bread and butter of beating this entire game and not having to deal with a lot of the enemies and their bull crap. But anyways, let's actually start Neverland, shall we? I do recommend trying to go out of your way to, have like a deck that just annihilates everything, because the thing is that enemies nowadays in this area or these floors will now become a hell of a lot stronger and more annoying than you can ever possibly have to deal with, because you have these guys who can literally end up keep twatting you in the head until you die, which is really bad because you're trying to actually defend yourself and they can just keep going, aha, we're just swinging our swords around, kind of like that, and they kind of don't stop doing it until you die. So yeah, anyways, Dolan, yes, that's exactly not what I want to say. All right, well, that was close. I already knew that was gonna get broken because that was a 1. Ones never stay around. I don't even think there's even a friend bracer in this game, not to my knowledge. It might actually be, but if there is, then, you know, I'm all for it. Like, I am all for it. Almighty Darkness. That essentially will go ahead and cause the big dudes to come out more, and also their cards will be at a bigger value, which is really not good because they're kind of pretty annoying as is, so you don't really want to deal with very heavy enemies. Alright, cool. So we also been managed to grind for a lot of cards as well, so you know, we're gonna be pretty okay. I think we're gonna be pretty okay. At the time of this recording, Kingdom Hearts 3 has finally gotten its crit mode, and man, are people enjoying it, even though there are some things in the game's mechanics that was never kind of designed for it for the most part. It's more so the enemies and how they react to certain things. Like, they're a little bit sort of better, not by much, but there are like some fights that can be a little bit hit or misses. I mean, that's kind of like the traditional thing. It's not on par with Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix for the most part, but I have to actually dabble for a bit, just a bit more, and also kind of get like a little bit of other people's thought processes on it before I kind of give my honest opinion on it. Like, I've been trying to actually give my thought processes on a lot of other things, like in terms of my video games that I end up playing, and a bunch of other stuff. And we got ourselves another key reward. At this point, we'll actually kind of leave and go ahead and open Monstro, but that will kind of mean that I will have to go ahead and spend more time and more cards on that, which I don't feel like doing. So we're just going to keep this key reward card and continue on with our business. Like, seriously, go away. Alright, cool. And die. I said die. Oig. Gotta take down you guys now, which, as I stated before, you guys are not fun to kill. You guys were annoying even in KH1, so you guys, you know, retain that annoyance even in this game. I'm impressed and really hate you guys, like, seriously. Anyways, so let's see. We have the Buccaneers. We also had our announcement of Persona 5R, which is essentially a lot of people are kind of having different ideas of what it is. Like me and a couple of my friends were having like a sort of debate of what it actually is. Like it can be like a different timeline or whatever. I kind of can agree to that. A lot of people are kind of also like, a lot of people are kind of, you know, half and half with one of the characters. I won't go into detail who it is because it is kind of a bit of a spoiler. So just in case, you know, any of the people who are watching this has never finished the game, I don't want to actually spoil that because that will be messed up. But no, it's kind of one of the characters, and I mean, alright, whatever. Video gaming has been very weird. Like, it has gotten to the point where people are now making it like, I wouldn't say they're making it kind of like a political thing. It's not, it hasn't reached that point yet. And this is teleport. This allows you to go ahead and rematerialize behind your targets and stunning them for a short time. What does that mean in the grand scheme of things? Nothing, because it also ends up utilizing a potion, which is not good for me. Another thing I should mention, when you do have the key rewards, the key rewards room will light up blue, so that's to give you an indication that, hey, you actually do have a key rewards card in your deck, and you kind of might want to use it. Just, you know, FYI, you know, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can. Oh yeah, I should also mention, we did get ourselves a fairy harp. I should actually showcase what that actually is, what its stats entails. Fairy harp. Its recovery is a star, which means it has one of the best recoveries, but its attack is C+, so it actually is kind of terrible in terms of actually dealing damage, and its elemental is physical. I end up saying that Simba was Earth. Simba's not Earth. Simba is just normal. Well, actually, now that I think about it, they don't even show the elements of any of these things. So, for all I know, Simba can actually be Earth. But the reason as to why I say Simba is Earth, because at some point down the road, we can learn Quake, which ends up giving us, which is an Earth attack. So, that's kind of the reason as to why I assume Simba was Earth. But since the magic attacks don't really have any elemental things, even though it kind of doesn't make any sense if it doesn't even have a magic stat. Why the hell can the organization with said anything with an elemental property can be able to get healed? And Lionheart has a recovery of A and its attack is B. Problem is, however, it is a fire element keyblade, so if you are fighting fire enemies, you are wondering why your attack is not working. More so, the Hollow Bastion wizards, high wizards, are kind of annoying because they are immune to all magic, which is terrible. And, alright, so this is a new one. Neutral. I'm not entirely sure what that elemental means, considering the fact that you have physical and then you have neutral. Huh. Does the guy actually tell you what that means? Alright, so we got ourselves new buckles. Now that we're on the second floor of the game, the Leaf cards are going to be obsolete. So now we have two different color ones. We have the belt, the good buckle, the belt buckle, and we have the strap buckle. So obviously the strap buckle is a bit more, but it also kind of gives you the best stuff in it, like the high level stuff, like, you know, like 8s, 9s, 6s, 7s, you know, the good stuff. So we're going to be going out of our way to get those things because why the hell not? I guess we can also try to see what item card we get, because we are going to try to grind for more. Everything is all ethers. That was a waste of my life. Alright, so we have Cloud, who now we have like 3 Clouds, so I might actually end up putting those on at some point down the road, because having Omni Slash is really good, because Cloud deals a lot of damage when he has Omni Slash, and he is disgusting when he dish out the Omni Slash. And when you get that successful Omni Slash, you feel empowered for the most part. Not always, but you know, you feel empowered. So anyways, we're gonna, do we have a more than one green? Oh yeah, we do. There you go. Let me just get that door raring to go. This level also has just one boss, so the Key of Truth will be your one boss. You don't have to worry about, like, oh, do you have a boss in the second room? They only do that for 2 worlds, I want to say. And then again, I could also be wrong on that, so take my thought as a grain of salt. because I could be totally wrong on that. The reason that's the lie I say I could probably be wrong because I kind of don't remember. There is one area, but that area is kind of a spoiler, and we're going to be going to it a little bit later after all of these segments, because after all these rooms, we're going to... After these 3 couple of worlds, you are going to be encountering another boss, and he is kind of annoying because he's kind of... Think of him as... your rival from Pokemon, except not as interesting and also a little bit more whiny. So, you know what? He is exactly just like your rival from Pokemon. Never mind. Anyways, let's open this. This is a 30. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that, and I'm going to put that because I actually don't like that compound. I don't like this one either, so we're just gonna get rid of those. I don't like the ones where there's enemies blocking the path because that's pointless. I just want to get the treasure chest and leave. So anyways, let's go ahead and open all of these boxes because sometimes they end up containing Moogle points, which you do want to end up getting. I always was wondering, I was like, what the hell is MP? And then it's like, oh, it's Moogle points, because that makes total sense for it to actually have the same exact abbreviation as actual MP, even though there's no MP in this game. There's just loss of cards, which I never got to introduce. I never got to introduce what happens if you actually manage to lose all your cards from slates. Thunder Raid. Now, you think that you would get Thunder Raid normally by a treasure chest, but no, you get Thunder Raid here. This is your key reward card, Thunder Raid, and the extra card that you get should pop up right now. Ah, yeah, popping up like it's nobody's business. Anyways, let's actually continue on. Let me hit this. Google points? No, just HP balls. I guess when you have like all your HP, you don't get what is it? You don't get HP balls, you just get Moogle points instead. I kind of find that kind of redundant. Like, you know, we already at max health. We don't need any more. I should mention, okay, I already saw this. Looming Heartless, Looming Darkness. This one is actually pretty hilarious because it's basically it's basically a gigantic room with Heartless running around. That's pretty much all it is. Like, look at this. This big giant ass room with, you know, nothing but enemies trying to get at you. Do we have... Go away. Alright, cool. Alright, time for some plot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's really nothing here or there. But we already know the plot. That was weird. I saw Sora kind of stopped a bit, but that's fine. Is this just me, or are all the rooms starting to look the same? Sora, that has been this way throughout the entire game. Like, it has always been the same rooms. What else is new? You ain't missing much, bro. Feathers? She doesn't have feathers. She has wings. Goofy, keep up. Hey, look. It's Peter Pan. Whoa. Do I look like a pirate to you? Come on. Like, how do I... Listen. Wait until the next game, and then we can look like pirates. As of right now, I look like a basic kid who, for some reason, has a different voice in this game. Like, okay, I understand. Sora, Donald, Goofy, right? You always gotta say like that. I guess if you were real pirates, you wouldn't get lost in your own ship. Plus, you dress funny. Says you. Wait, so if you thought we were pirates, this must be a pirate ship. That's right. You're trapped inside the Jolly Roger ship of old codfish Captain Hook. Well, if we're trapped, that means you are too. Me? Don't be silly. No one can capture Peter Pan. You're trapped. The pirates kidnapped my friend Wendy. Oh no, they kidnapped the person who actually has some very sweet burgers and fries. Seriously, that place actually does have some very good burgers and fries. I haven't had it in a while though, so I don't even know if the one that's near me sucks now. So I should probably go and look into that at some point down the road. Yeah, but we'll see. Of course, I could say Wendy myself if I wanted to, but you guys look like you'd be stuck without me. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Because to be perfectly honest, this place sucks. Not only that, it's also the shortest world in KH1. Anyways, got the key of guidance. I don't even know where you even manage to even get most of those things. And the other thing I don't like about the every time you end up finishing a room, it always like kicks you out in some random location with no rhyme or reason either. It's just like, okay, and now you're here. It's like, why? Like, why do you have to do that? Can you just like put me in the... Like, the thing is, what's funny is that they don't do this with Riku. They literally just put him in the last place that he was. Like, the door that he opens, he's literally there. Unless I'm thinking about how the bosses are for him. Because I know in the bosses that he doesn't get to the, he doesn't get to the respite area, the Conqueror's respite like Sora does. They just, like, once you finish off the boss, he literally goes out of the door for where the boss was located. And it's like, oh, okay, whatever then. It's like, that makes total sense, I guess. Oh my gosh, it's windy. 3 new Lost Boys. I mean, I guess we kind of look like Lost Boys. I want to go home. What are you talking about? Why would you want to do that? You have to turn into a grown-up. Besides, going on adventures is a lot more fun. If you go back to London, you'll have to leave the nursery. You'll grow up and you'll never see each other again. Well, that sounds like a bad thing. Hey, whoa, I never said that. Jeez. By the way, we just lost Peter Pan in a matter of 2 seconds. Like, we just got him, and then he just immediately left. Oh, that was fun. It's like, what? Come on, we just got you, and you just automatically just left. Why do we even bother with you? Just a whiner. League. It's like if Link was a whiner in Legend of Zelda games. Like, I don't think there's like one Link that's literally a whiner, except for the one in the cartoon series, but that one doesn't count because that one's a cartoon, and he actually has to talk or else the show... Well, okay, here's the thing, I don't even know. He probably doesn't even need to talk. He probably can just shut up and just make a bunch of grunt noises, but then that wouldn't even be as appealing as to him talking in his sassy tone of voice that he has. I mean, I watch the cartoon here and there, and it's exactly what you think it is. It is, it's a show. Like, it's indeed a show. I didn't mind it for the most part. Like, some of the episodes were interesting. Ganon looked cool. He looked with the blue skin, with a little pink version of himself. But other than that, that's really all I'm gonna give it. That's the only stinking voucher I'm gonna give to that show, is that Ganon looked cool, and that's it. I also hate trying to actually target these guys. Actually, now that I think about it, now that I got out of that fight, I kind of want to say something real quick. You want to know the best way that you can tell that there are not a lot of green cards? If you do the roulette rooms and you're just seeing nothing but blues and reds and only like 1 green, you can tell that the game is not giving you a whole lot to work with. Like, that is an indication that, oh, I'm not getting a whole lot of cards. Alright, so we are about to enter our boss fight, and this boss can be pretty annoying if we don't end up doing it right. Which, you know, hopefully we do it right. If we're not, then, well, I'm gonna hate myself. But we should be okay. Well, here's hoping that we will be okay. So anyways, I'm gonna equip, like, these cloud cards. I'm actually gonna use it automatically because the special card that our lovable Captain Hook will be using today will be all zeros. The Buccaneer the pirate guys actually do use an ability that does end up giving you a value of zeros for all your cards, so he will be dishing out that. Sadly, however, I'm not going to go ahead and end up getting rid of said card, even though I probably should, but I'm probably going to just do it when he uses all zeros, so that way I don't have to deal with him. And Captain Hook can be quite annoying. He's a little bit more annoying in the original game because, the battle scenario was like the ship was rocking back and forth, but in this one it doesn't rock back and forth. He just hurts. That's it. At least I don't think the ship still rocks back and forth. If it does, I don't really remember. It's been a while since I've actually fought him. So, also look, Wendy is about to walk the plank. Well, that's just sad. She's so scared too. Damn. Believe me, I'd rather not after all. I need Wendy to bait that blasted Peter Pan. Well, there he is. You happy? You got him. I mean, like, that was not that easy, to be honest. And there you go. Kick him off. If you kick him off, we don't have to fight him. Why didn't you just kick him off? I don't even understand that. Alright, let's go. Anyways, time for the boss fight with Captain Hook. And just like in KH1, he hurts. But then again, you knew that already. Okay, so the ship still rocks. Except it's not as annoying to deal with in this version. There's Omni Slash, man. Look at that. Look at that damage. I love it. Always. Yeah, Captain Hook, by the way, has like a crap ton of freaking cards in his arsenal. He has some very high level cards, mind you, and he just friggin' all around hurts. He is not fun in the slightest. Wait. Stop. I'm gonna heal myself. I'm gonna use that. Okay. Let's do this. Alright. Alright, buddy. You have to stop. Because now you're just being annoying. I'm gonna just use this. We have an attack card, so to be honest... Nah, forget it. It probably shouldn't work like that. It'd be kind of weird if it did, though. Alright, let's just go ahead and do this a couple of times. Yeah. Alright, I'm on the verge of dying, so that's not good. Alright. Whoa! What the hell is all that? Okay, cool. No, let me hit you. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, okay, cool. That was actually pretty close. Alright, that was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oig. That was, actually kind of close, just a tad bit, but we managed to beat him, and we got ourselves Captain Hook card. Man, that is a face only a mother could love. That is like the final face that you see when you realize that you died. I actually hope that we don't have the boss fight after this, or else I'm gonna hate myself. Another thing I should warn you about: don't sell your cards because, all right, I don't know if the slight cards are connected with the base of your keyblades. I would like to think that they're not. So for reference, just try to keep like your kingdom key cards so that way you can, because they do cost less than your other keyblades. So what you probably want to do is probably just like stack the appropriate number so you just have nothing but Sonic Blade, because the boss fight that we will be facing against is quite annoying, and he does have slates that if he hits you enough, he can stun you. And this is not like think of it like the mysterious figure in Birth by Sleep, where if he hits you a certain amount of times, your character can get stunned. It can happen in this too. Except I think that's more so if he uses like slights or he just hits you a bunch of times. I don't friggin' know. Also, it's time for a most random moment in this entire game, and I don't know why it happens. And there they go. See you guys guys. Actually, we don't know if we're going to see you guys ever again, to be honest. Actually, no, we don't, because the next time we actually see you is in a summon, so. And there we go. We got the Tinkerbell card. She is not as useful in this game as she is in the other game. And there's a Moogle. I don't know why a Moogle drops on him. Like, it's the most random thing ever. Why does the Moogle drop on him? I don't understand that. I really don't. I'm like so confused by that. Also, can you tell that actually leveling up your health means jack crap? I mean, yeah, you can probably take more hits, but that's really about it. I don't like the health pool of this game. It's kind of one of the reasons to why I'm not really a fan of the other Kingdom Hearts games that kind of don't really give you much defense. Now, I know people are probably saying, oh, you don't need defense if you don't get hit. Well, half of the time you kind of need to be close to even kill any of these bosses because they kind of want you to get close with them. But anyways, that is the end of this episode of Kingdom Hearts Re.Chain Memories. In the next episode, we'll be tackling the next zone. I have no idea what the next zone is going to be, but if we might have a boss fight, I'm not entirely sure. I usually end up forgetting. But anyways, I will see you guys next time in the next electrifying episode. See yas!